Good evening, guys. A very pleasant evening to all of you. And while we are under lockdown, it doesn't mean that our learning has to stop. And there is always some way, we can always enhance our learning and see something new and different, which we would not have done otherwise or whatever. So I have, with me Mr. Tushar, and Tushar is a world-known, illusionist, and don't go by his young age. He has performed in almost 2,500 shows worldwide, and he started his career with his father, Mr. Kumar, who has been a very respected magician, and at a very young age. But on his own, he has been, performing all across the world. He has a vast repertoire of tricks and everything which you will see. Some of it you will not see, but just presenting a very bit of it. So he's done a lot of innovation, Western street and street magical acts. His vast repertoire includes, but is not limited to close-up magic, table hopping, Western style acts, magic with cards. You think of it, and he has got it. Some of his accolades and achievements are, he's the only mentalist from India to be awarded the Merlin Medal, which is almost the Oscar equivalent of Magic Awards for 2015 for his contributions towards advocating and popularizing modern stage magic in India. He has been awarded the first prize in All India Senior Magic Competition in 2012 by Mr. Omen Chandi. And he is also working as a Chief Happiness Officer at McDonald's India. And regular performer for all the TV channels you can think of as Z Television, Star, Pogo, Aaj Tak, almost all of them. And in addition to that, he is also working with a lot of corporates also to liven up their of some of us. And some of the organizations he has been associated with, a list reads like who of India Inc. includes an organizations like Microsoft, Airtel, Calvinator, Dabar, Action, Perfetti, everything. So if I will go into that list, our show will be over before it begins. So I will hand it over to Tushar, but a short bit about myself. I am Amitabh Kumar. I have founded this company People Bridge in 2015. So we have been working in the digital and HR space for almost 5 years, and we have been working with large number of corporates for transforming their human resources, and also on building up a digital strategy for them. So thank you all. So without taking too much of time, I will now hand it over to Tushar, and that's and I'm sure you're going to hugely enjoy the video on, because we have been under a lockdown for so long. It is always good to see some faces around, and much more happiness to all of us. Okay, thank you, and over to you, Tushar.
Thank you, Amitabh ji, for a wonderful introduction. I am just a small little artist trying to entertain and bring smiles on a
Yeah.
lot of my audience faces and create a lot of memories which they cherish for lifetimes to come. That is what all I believe my introduction is. Those were little things that I accumulated, little achievements that I accumulated throughout my life because of my director, because of my mentor, who has made me what I am today. His name is Raj, and I'm fortunate enough to have him as my father also. I represent Delhi School of Magic. We at Delhi School of Magic are thankful to Mr. Amitabh Kumar and his team of People Bridge for having organized this wonderful webinar video conferencing session with all of you. My dear friends, I plan to not exactly share the secrets of my art form today, but I very well plan to show you the possibility of this art form that it carries, uh, the immense possibilities that we have, infinite things that we've been doing across the globe, and we still stand to do them really confidently while we mesmerize our audience. Basic understanding of magic particularly in India, is that a magician will come, he will wave his hands, and he will produce something or the other, change the color, will vanish himself or vanish something, and then reappear something. He will cut something and restore things. That is something that India is a champion in. India has a lot of amazing legendary magicians who are absolutely stunningly doing this. And what I plan to do today is on this session is, unlike the traditional magic, mentalism, mentalist, a person like me, involves non-verbal communication, involves auto-suggestion, reading of body language, channelizing thoughts, linguistic deception. All these simple things to me, or might sound a little difficult to you at the other corner. When we combine all these things to give you an illusion of sixth sense, we call this as mind reading. Let me make a disclaimer here, ladies and gentlemen, that I am not a supernatural keeper, neither I hold some special powers. I'm just trying to involve all these techniques of reading body language, muscle, and your expressions, and combined with a lot of other mind reading techniques. What I try to do is, as I mentioned, I create an illusion which tells you, which loudly speaks that I am holding a sixth sense as well. Well, I have a lot of my friends out here, those who have switched on their video, but I'll strongly insist a lot of my viewers to please switch on your video, because in the beginning of this session, when we were just informally interacting, I mentioned that a lot of us, we are into B2B business, we are into B2C business, but according to me, we are neither into B2B nor into B2C. We, all of us, are exactly into H to H business, that is human to human business. And if we cannot connect that H to H right here, I can see a lot of people now coming in. Thank you, Ashok Kumar, Smita Lal, Vinod Segi, for immediately switching on. Mr. Deepak, Sunil Niprute. In whatever, wherever you are sitting at your home, whatever you are drinking or having, I still insist all of you to switch on your video. Thank you, Apurva, Madanji, Subir Sinha, Ankit Agarwal. You look smart. Ankit, don't worry about your hair. Sunil Sharma ji sitting with her wife, I believe, if I'm not wrong, with his wife. Okay, Anamika, Purvi, a lot of people. Thank you for joining in on your video. But a lot of my audience is still waiting to switch on their video. So I'll insist all of you to please switch on it, because I will be taking up few volunteers through this game, throughout this show, and I would need you to switch on your video, and at that point of time, when you are selected as a volunteer, switch on your mic also. That means unmute yourself at that point of time, not now. So ladies and gentlemen, to begin with, I'm going to begin with something really simple, a simple demonstration. The idea is to entertain you and to show you the power of mentalism and mind reading, and I call this as my show, which is the Mind Hack. All right, so to begin with, ladies and gentlemen, I am holding, before we begin, I'm going to remove my virtual background, so there's no way that I can hide anything, or there's no way that you don't see anything clearly. I hope my hands are visible, I am visible, and the sweet little plain card of a shape of visiting card is absolutely visible to all of you. Since I cannot hear you, I'll expect few thumbs up on the screens. If whenever I ask a question, just give me a thumbs up, so I know that you all are able to understand this. We'll avoid the chat section for some time, because I'm not opening that. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, ladies and gentlemen, put my name in the chat box. I'm so sorry for that. I'm going to utilize it now. So I might not see the chat for your replies. I will see your screens for your replies, but specifically to select volunteers, I'm going to go inside the chat box and type my name. And the moment you all see my name, you can start punching your names. The idea is to make it absolutely random and fair, because a lot of you are from different parts of the country. You come from different cities and you don't know who's who. But there is a great possibility of me setting up this with somebody sitting in the audience. So I want to make it absolutely random and give a fair chance to everybody to play this game. I'm going to put in my name, ladies and gentlemen. The moment you see my name, only then start punching your names. And the first name that I get will be the volunteer for this game. And so on and so forth. We'll do the same thing for all the other effects that I'm going to show you. Let's do this. I'm going to put my name. So Deepak and Apurva, stop for now. You can get ready with your names. Amit, don't put it right now. I'm going to put my name. You will see Illusionist Tushar, @Illusionist Tushar. The moment you see that, start punching in your names, and the first name I selected as the volunteer. There you go. Lovely. I can see a lot of you punching in your name. So, okay. Lovely. I'll have to scroll up because I have a lot of names. Okay, so I think Shikha Poddar was the first one to punch her name. Shikha, if you can hear me, I'll request you to switch on your video. If your video is already switched on, then unmute yourself. I am unable to see you currently. If you're able to hear me, just unmute yourself and say a yes.
Just right here. Yeah.
All right. We can see Shikha now. Wonderful. So Shikha, just say a yes if you can clearly listen to me.
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. Which part of the country are you?
Delhi.
Delhi. Welcome, Shikha. I'm going to ask you a little question. Just acknowledge that this is the very first time that we are meeting online.
Yes, we are.
And we haven't met anywhere before offline anytime in our life.
No, we haven't.
We don't know each other. This is the first time that we are interacting. Shikha, the only thing that I know about you is your first and second name. That is Shikha Poddar. Rest, there is no way in the world that I can have any kind of information about you or your personal life or your professional life.
Correct.
I have a plain card, white card in my hand, and I can see your daughter in the video frame. That your daughter. Hey, hi dear, how are you?
Say hi, Ridhima. Yes.
All right. So when okay, so Mrs. Shikha, I want you to imagine your daughter's birth date. Just imagine it, don't announce it.
Okay. Done.
Just imagine it, don't announce it. As I can see your daughter on the screen, I take a fair guess that she is around 5 or 6 years old.
She's a bit older.
Okay, no problem. So somewhere around the same, but not more than 8, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes. Correct.
Perfect. All right. So, but there's no way that just by knowing her age, I can ever know her birth date.
Yes.
What I want you to imagine is, I want you to imagine that particular instance. For a mother, a child's birth is something which is more than a God's blessing. I cannot put it into the words. I can never put them into the words, the feeling of being a mother and the feeling of giving birth to a lovely princess like yours. I want you to imagine that instance when she was born. I want you to go as many years back as old she is and imagine that instance, that date in your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, with nothing on this card, with a simple pencil in my hand, I'm going to now try to predict the sweet little princess of Shikha Poddar's birth date. Okay, I think I have something for you, Shikha. I'm going to keep the pencil down with nothing else in my hands. Before I turn this card and show it to all of you what I wrote, I assure you that I'm not going to remove this from this video frame that you see, so that there is no way that I can cheat. This remains exactly here on the screen, exactly the same way. I want you to, in the loudest and clearest voice, announce the birth date of your daughter.
Okay, so it is 5th of October 2012.
5th of October. And there is no way in the world that I would have known what date she has born. Ladies and gentlemen, just the way I've explained, this is 5/10. That is 5th of October. This is what I wrote.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I hope you're able to see. Forgive me for my handwriting. 5th of October.
Yeah,
If
it is visible. That is
visible.
it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you're able to see this, just give me a thumbs up that so that I know that you all you're all are loving what I'm trying to show you.
Thoroughly enjoyed your trick.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I will get back to you soon, Shikha. So stay tuned till the end of the show. I have something else for you. There's something that I'm going to come towards the end. All right. So 5th of October, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a small little demonstration of how sitting here at my home, I have a fair idea of Ridhima's birth date. I request Mrs. Podar to mute herself. Thank you so much. I'm going to again put my name, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat box. And this time I'm going to select not one, but not two, not three, but four of you. Four of you are going to randomly come up. So the moment you see my name, you just have to very quickly type in your names. I can see Mahesh saying good one. Thank you so much, Mahesh. And Alka, thank you for the appreciation in the chat box. All right, so I'm going to type in my name, ladies and gentlemen, and the moment you see my name, only then go ahead and type your name. Go ahead and type your name. Okay, so @illusionist Tushar is my name and is also my Instagram handle. I'm now going to punch in. So stop putting your name right now. I'm now going to punch in. Okay, hold on. I do it now. Perfect. I have a lot of names. Let me go back, scroll up. All right. So Tanmay, Deepak Batra, Amit Aneja, and Shubham Jain. Tanmay, Deepak Batra, Amit Aneja, and Shubham Jain. We are going to one by one tell you to unmute yourself. We're going to begin with Tanmay. Tanmay, if you can listen to me, I'll request you to just unmute yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, I have something in my hand right now, and I'm going to show you something with around playing cards. So Tanmay, if you can listen to me properly.
No, I'm going to do it. Is it Tanmaya? What name you have? Can you just type it in the
Tanmaya.
Tanmaya. Okay, done. So Tanmaya has been unmuted. Yeah,
All right,
Tanmaya, can you hear
Yeah,
us?
I can hear. Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you, Tanmaya,
Thank you.
for participating in this game. I hope you know that a deck of cards has 52 playing cards, 52 different possibilities.
Yes. Yeah.
And two colors, red and black. Red has hearts and diamonds. Black has spades and clubs.
Okay. I'll write this down because I'm not very good with this.
No problem. I'll help you with this. That's okay. You don't need to write it down because you don't
Okay.
need to remember anything.
All right.
So red has hearts and
Okay.
diamonds.
All right.
And black has clubs and spades. That's all. This is just for your information.
Okay.
Now
Fine.
I want you to imagine that there is a blank screen in front of your eyes currently.
Okay.
If you were to project a color on this blank screen which has nothing on it, out of red and black, what would you project on that screen?
Should I tell it?
Please. Which color would you project, red or black?
Black.
Black. All right. So here I would like to tell you something. You know, for most of us, out of 8 out of 10 people, when I ask this question to them, they come up with red, because for human mind, black is not a color at all. And I intentionally say them that imagine a blank screen. But there's something, Tanmaya, that now I know about you, the way you're thinking. There's something that I'm trying to note it down in my memory so that I know your thinking pattern a bit now. So you mentioned black. Do you still want to change it, or you want to just keep it exactly the way you've mentioned?
Yeah, I would keep it like that only.
All right. Thank you so very much for participating. You can mute yourself. I'm going to go to the next participant, which is Deepak Batra.
I will have to just unmute him. Just a minute. I will unmute him. Sorry. Deepak Batra. Okay. Deepak, you have been unmuted.
Hi Tushar, how are you?
Absolutely fine, Deepak.
I like to thank Amitabh and Tushar for doing this for us.
Thank you so much, Deepak.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. And Deepak is a dear friend. Glad you've come up on the show, Deepak. But it becomes really important since we know each other from very long, and it's been a very amazing relationship with you.
Yeah.
And certainly, Deepan, I'll request you to acknowledge that there is nothing that we have set up or we've prepared beforehand.
No, I have registered like others to get onto this. Otherwise, I would have been left out.
Perfect. And there is no way that we have interacted before the show.
No.
Perfect. So Tanmaya has given us black color. Since black has two options, spades and clubs, so you're left with only two of them. Which one do you want to select? The spades or the clubs? Before you say
I'll use
before
the
you say
clubs.
this, okay, clubs, no problem. Are you sure you want to change your mind?
No, clubs it is.
You're happy with the one you've chosen?
Yes.
All right. Pleasure to see you, Deepak, after such a long time. I'll request you, pay my regards to everybody in the family. I'll request you to please mute yourself. And we come to Amit Aneja, the third volunteer. Amit Aneja.
I'll just do this.
Hi Tushar ji, good evening.
Very good evening, Amit ji. You look stunning in the color that you're wearing.
Yeah, I'm wearing red color t-shirt. Yeah.
I like that. So, Mr. Amit, black clubs. Clubs in Hindi we call this as chidi. Clubs is the one which has the flowers in it. If you know this, just acknowledge yes.
Yes.
All right. Now you're left with 13 possibilities, 13 numbers, because every suit has 13 numbers, and that's how 4 suits into 13 numbers gives us 52 cards. Before you announce any number, I would like to show you something. Ladies and gentlemen, in my deck, I'm going to show you that I have a lot of cards here, a lot of cards in my deck. And there is something right here in between this deck. Right here in between, the only card which is facing down. Rest all the cards are facing up. There's only one card which is facing down and no other card. I'm going to put this back inside the box and close it. All the cards are facing up. Only one card is facing down. And this card is already kept intentionally by me. There's something called auto-suggestion, as I mentioned in the very beginning. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to influence people out here, specifically Mr. Amit Aneja. I am very confident enough of influencing people, those who have been in conversation with me before Mr. Amit as well. I'm going to show you, I'm going to open the deck very soon and show all of you. But before that, Mr. Amit.
Yes, sir.
After Mr. Amit, I'm going to come to Shubham. But for now, Mr. Amit, which number would you want to select out of 1 to 13? Which number?
Should I tell you?
Please go ahead and announce it in the loudest and clearest voice.
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay. Are you comfortable with it, or do you want to change it to completely new card? To completely new number?
I'm quite comfortable with it.
You're quite comfortable. Thank you so much for announcing this. You can mute yourself. Thank you, Amit ji, for participating. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we complete our card. That is black, clubs, and 4. I'm now going to very quickly come to Shubham Jain. Shubham, if you can listen to me, I'll request you to please.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right. Shubham.
Hello.
4.
Tushar, we lost
3
you.
of them have made this amazing card, which is the 4. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello. Am I audible to you? Am I audible to you now,
Yes.
Shubham?
Yes, sir.
All right. I hope I'm visible too.
Yeah.
Shubham, there is something that these three people have constructed with their own random choices, and they believe that I have not influenced them. I make you the boss of the entire situation. A lot of people must be wondering, we already have the card. I think that Tushar has got to show the card that he has kept face down inside this deck. But why is he not showing them? Because I make you the boss of the entire situation and I give you this opportunity of choosing whether you want to keep the card constructed by Tanmaya, Deepak, and Mr. Raneja, or do you want to change it completely to a brand new card? So you first have to say you have to keep it or change it. What do you want to
Change
say?
it.
Change it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the twist. That's the twist. A lot of people out here, let me tell you, that the card that I have kept inside this box, I'm now going to attempt to transfer it to Shubham's mind. Shubham, I want you to imagine that all the cards, just the way I've shown you, are facing up, except for one little card facing down. Imagine the image of that card in your mind. Do you have that image of the card?
Yep.
Can you see the color, the suit, and the number?
Yeah.
The card in my deck, in your imagination. For the very first time, can you go ahead and announce it? What is the card?
Jack of Hearts.
The Jack of Hearts. There's no way in the world that you know what I have in my pack, right?
Yeah.
No way in the world, you know this. Ladies and gentlemen, just the way I explained it to all of you, I'm going to again open my deck. And there's nothing that we have set up, Shubham. This is the very first time. This is the empty deck. There's nothing inside the box. And exactly the way I've explained, I'm going to open all the cards. You mentioned the Jack of Hearts. All the cards are facing up. Every single damn card is facing up. You're acknowledging this? Every single card. Can you see this?
So your video has stopped. Yep. Now you can see.
Can you see all the cards are facing up except for one little card somewhere in the center or somewhere between the cards? Can you see this?
Yeah. I can see.
And there is no way in the world that I can force this card to you, but I think I was able to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jack of Hearts.
How is that possible?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That
Thank you
is
so much, ladies and
astounding.
gentlemen. Thank you. All right. I'm going to very quickly. Thank you so much, Shubham, for that reaction. Thank you, Deepak, for that thumbs up. I'm going to very quickly get somebody on board by typing in my name, or we shall take the person. We shall take the person immediately after Shubham Jain's name. So Shubham, after you, it's Mr. Taru. Mr. Taru on my screen as it says. Mr. Taru, if you can hear me, I'll request you
Taru, yeah.
to please. Miss Taru, is it?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that. So I'll request Miss Taru to please unmute herself.
I've already unmuted her.
Okay, if you can listen to me, Miss Taru, just say a yes.
Right.
Just say a yes.
No. Now say. There's some
Just say a
problem
yes
and I'm
if you
facing.
can
I'm not able to unmute her. Just a minute. Hold on.
Okay, no problem. Shall
Yes.
we shift
Now,
to
yeah, Taru, you can say yes. Yes, you're there.
Yes. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can very well hear you. How are you? Hi, Taru. How are you?
I'm good.
Taru, if you don't mind me asking, what do you pursue? Can you?
I'm a housewife as of now, but I was teacher.
Okay, you're a teacher. You were a teacher before. You know, every
Yes.
housewife is also more than a teacher, I believe, because right from the very beginning, you're teaching your kids anything and everything that they are trying to learn. And you're raising a kids is like being a teacher. So, Taru, okay, let me just try and locate you. I'm unable to see you. Is your video on, Taru?
Yes, here I am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yes, now I can hear you. Now I can see you as well. Taru, I have a sweet little envelope for you. And inside this envelope, I also have a placard that I'm not going to show it to all of you, but I'm going to just tell you that the card is here and I have something on it for you and for everyone out there. If you don't mind me asking, what do you used to teach earlier when you were a teacher professionally? What do you used to teach?
I was a nursery teacher.
Okay. In that
Small
case,
kid.
lovely, lovely. So you must have, I don't remember whether we are taught counting being in nursery.
Counting as in?
Do we teach counting being in nursery?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
We
yes,
do.
yes, we do. I'm just forgetting it. All right, so I have something inside this. I want you to give me a number between 25 and 100. Any number between 25 and 100. And I think I'm going to show you something that I have already restored in this sweet little envelope for you.
Okay,
So,
should I say it?
please go for it.
27?
27.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. In that case, there's no way in the world that I would have ever known that what you're going to say, right?
True.
And there's no way in the world that I can ever influence you for this particular number, which you mentioned, 27.
Correct.
All right. As I informed you, I'm not going to remove this out of this frame so that this remains exactly the way it is right now. You're able to. I'm just going to try and take out the paper that I have for you inside. Can you see your number on this?
No.
Can you see your number on this?
No.
No. All right. I tried my best. I thought that you're going to come up with something, but I intentionally told you to think of a number between 25 to 99. You had close to 70 odd, 70, 75 odd possibilities, but you thought of 27. If you carefully notice, here, Taru, if you total this, 7 plus 1 is 8.
8.
8 plus 12 is 20. Plus 7 is 27.
Oh,
2 plus 6, 2 plus 6 plus 8. 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 11 is 27. 5 plus 10 is 15, 15 plus 3, 18 plus 9 is again 27. 4 plus 8 is 12, 12 plus 6 is 18, 18 plus 9 is 27. Not only this, if you total 7 plus 11, that is 18, 18 plus 5, 23, 23 plus 4, 27. 1 plus 8, 9, 9 plus 10, that is 19, 19 plus 8 is 27. 12 plus 6, 18, 18 plus 3, 21 plus 6 is 27. 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, 18 plus 9 is 27. Not only this, if you can now calculate the top corners, the corners 7 plus 4 plus 9 plus 7 is 27. If you calculate the diagonal, 7 plus 8 plus 3 plus 9 is 27. If you calculate 4 plus 10 plus 6 plus 7 is 27 again. If you get into the check boxes, 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 11 is 27. 5 plus 10 is 15, 15 plus 8 is 23 plus 4, 27. 6 plus 9 plus 9 plus 3, 27. 12 plus 7, 19, 19 plus 2, 21. Plus 6, 27. Ladies and gentlemen, in all ways, this is 27, as Ms. Taru mentioned. Thank you so much.
how did you do that?
You enjoyed it.
It's awesome.
I like your reaction, Taru. Thank you so very much for this wonderful. If you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen, just show me your thumbs up on the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see a lot of thumbs up coming up. Thank you. Thank you, Taru, for being a part of this game.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I have one quick little thing for all of you, and I call this as one of my favorite effects, ladies and gentlemen, that we've developed, keeping in mind a lot of our efforts. Before I show you this sweet little effect, I would want to tell you something about this. Thank you, Taru, for being a part of this game.
Taru, can you mute yourself?
Yeah, she has done it already.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
She has done it already. Thank you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to share my screen and show you something. This is basically a sweet little incidents from the history. And as I don't know how much you believe on this, but I think I believe in the power of pre-recognizing things. We've seen during this pandemic also, during this this amazing time that we are having at home with our family. But this family time that we are having at home is because of something that we all know as the pandemic COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, this sweet little disease just came out suddenly. But when it came out, all of us, we have read a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of articles, n number of things. We also got to know about a movie named as Contagion. We also got to know about a book being written mentioning this pandemic way before this could happen. And if I now would like to make you being a part of to take you in a little back in the history, I'd want to take you further. On my screen, you can see a sweet little ship, a cruise, to which we all know as Titanic. Ladies and gentlemen, Titanic sank in 1912. And this is the history that we all know, and it's a fact. In 1888, close to 14 or 24 years, 1898, 14 years before this incident could happen, a book was written, ladies and gentlemen, in the name of The Wreck of Titan, written by the Morgan Robertson. You all can Google the facts. It's available there. This author very well predicted, or you can say that created a story around a cruise, around a ship named as Titan, which will start running with around 3,000 passengers, and will, while going at a 22.5 nautical miles per hour speed, it will start sinking in the Atlantic Ocean. These are all facts. These are all facts which are mentioned in the book. With 22.5 knots speed, 850 long deck, 2,500 people will travel. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you believe it or not, but I certainly believe this, that this was the art of pre-recognition. There is a person named as Mr. Osterlin from Germany. Me and my dad got this opportunity of meeting him in Italy during a convention of magicians from all across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, at that point in time, he was the only magician. I'm talking close to 18 years or 17 years down the line. My dad had this privilege of meeting him, and he was very much eager. So I was telling you that my dad was a part of a convention, me and my dad, around 18 years down the line. And we happened to meet a personality in the world of magic. His name is Osterlin, and we met him in Italy during a convention. And he was the only one doing this successfully with around 70 to 75% precision. Ladies and gentlemen, we asked him, we requested him to teach this art. Being a magician from India, he actually denied us, looking at our faces. He said, he actually laughed on us and said that, my dear friends, I don't know why you're asking this to me. Number one. Number two, I will not be able to share this with you because I think I exclusively know this and I would never want to share this across. But I am really laughing inside my heart and mind right now because I actually learned this art from a person from India when I came to India, visited Banaras, Varanasi, and I happened to meet this guy there who is no more currently, ladies and gentlemen. My dad, with his Indian conviction in his mind, challenged him that he's going to definitely come up. He's going to definitely come up with something that he will be totally surprised of. So get ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. As he came back with all his efforts, he tried developing this sweet little art with a lot of hard work. He created something that now I'm going to share with you. And I had the privilege of working it out even more in a better way with 100% precision. Ladies and gentlemen, I have something for you inside this envelope. And I'm going to show it to you. This is a sweet little slip that I'm sliding down. And in front of all your eyes, I'm going to put this deep down inside. So I'm putting this sweet little hair clip to seal it. In full view, it remains all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to now, one by one, ask people to go on mute. And referring the chat window, I'm going to announce few names. I'll request them to come up and join us for this thing. All right. So it's after Taru, I can see Mr. Nagendra Prasad. Mr. Nagendra Prasad, if you can listen to this, I'll request you to please unmute your mic.
Hello.
Mr. Nagendra Prasad. And unmute your...
Yeah, I have unmuted him. Nagendra, you have been unmuted. Hello.
I'll request Mr. Anand also to please be ready, and Surbhi after this. Mr. Nagendra, if you're able to listen to this, just say yes.
Yes, yes.
All right, Mr. Nagendra, I'm going to ask you, if you were to travel to a destination anywhere across this world, forget about this pandemic. If you were to travel to your dream destination, what would that destination be? If you can clearly announce, it can be any city in India, it can be any city or a country across the globe on this planet Earth, what would that destination be?
Varanasi, Benares.
Banaras. I hope you're not influenced by the sweet little fact that I shared with you that happened with us in our life. I hope you're not influenced by that.
No.
You, in your full consciousness, announced Varanasi is the place that you would want to visit.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Nagendra, for helping me with this. You can mute yourself. I'm going to announce the second name. After Mr. Nagendra, it's Mr. Anand K. Anand K.
I will just...
and after this, it's Surbhi Gupta. So I'll request Surbhi also to please be on standby.
Yeah, Anand. Yes, Anand, you have been... yes.
Hi.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
hi,
you for...
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's amazing so far. Yes. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Anand, for your appreciation. Anand, as you heard, Mr. Nagendra mentioned that he would like to visit Banaras.
Okay.
Imagine that you landed in Banaras just now and you were to buy a sweet little present for your family or your better half or your kids. What would you buy the very first thing after landing in Banaras for your family or for your better half?
I'll buy some sweets.
You'll buy some sweets. Can you mention any particular sweet?
Yeah, it's a sort of, tilkut. It's made up of... Yeah.
Tilkut laddu.
Yeah, it's white color. Okay, it's basically it is a square. It's a
Tilkut.
sort of a circular size. Yeah.
Okay, circular size. It's like a Tilkut peda.
Yes, right. You are right. Yeah.
Tilkut peda. Okay. So I am just trying to figure this out for you. Are you sure this is Tilkut peda or something else?
No, yeah, that's correct. The peda is okay. Yeah.
Peda is okay. Okay, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no way in the world that I know what all the audience is going to announce. I'm just trying to capture their thoughts, and then I'm going to come up with something amazing after this. Thank you, Miss. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me with this, Mr. Anand. You can go on mute. I'll request Surbhi Gupta to please unmute herself.
Yeah, she's been
And
unmuted.
Hi.
hi, Surbhi. Okay, so Surbhi, imagine that you there in Banaras, as per Mr. Nagendra's choice, and as per Anand's choice, you're going to go and buy Tilkut. At what price would you want to purchase Tilkut Peda? If you were to give a price to it.
I think 100 or 100 rupees per kg.
Rupees 100
Yeah.
per kg.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure about this?
Yeah, I'm sure about this.
Perfectly fine, Surbhi. Thank you so much for helping. I like the headphones you're wearing. You can mute yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no way in the world that I could ever know that what these three people are going to say. I'm now coming to the very amazing part of this game. As I explained to you, that we came back to India and we kind of worked out with all our efforts this art of pre-recognizing things. Way before this meeting could ever start, I actually planned this sweet little envelope, clipped it, and wrote something inside that slip for all of you. I'm not going to show you, but I'm sure if these things come out with 100% precision, you're going to actually go crazy wherever you are sitting and let me know whether you liked it or not. I'm going to, with keeping this in full view, I'm going to remove the clip, and with nothing else in my hands, I'm going to open the envelope and I'm going to go inside and take out that sweet little slip that I showed you right in the very beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, with nothing else in my hands, I'm now going to open and show it to you. And we are really proud of this particular thing that we've created for our audience. And we've been mesmerizing our audience with this art of pre-recognizing whole across the globe and various countries that we visited. Ladies and gentlemen, I predicted that the very first person to whom I will ask for the choice of destination, I predicted well before that he's going to visit Varanasi. If you're able to listen, if you're able to see this on your screens, just give me a thumbs up. Varanasi, ladies and gentlemen. I predicted well before that the person who's going to visit Varanasi, the second person would say that I'm going to buy Tilkut Peda immediately after landing there for my family. Tilkut Peda, ladies and gentlemen. And this will be purchased by the third person for exactly rupees INR 100 per kg. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the art of pre-recognition for all of you. I hope you enjoyed this. And as I requested, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I would want to see your reactions. Nagendra, Mr. Anand, and I'm forgetting the last and the final name.
Surbhi Gupta.
Surbhi. If you can go, if you can unmute yourself and
I have unmuted.
tell me.
Yeah, Surbhi
tell me what is your feeling currently?
Sir, amazing. It is just amazing. I have no clue how you could write Varanasi before I said that.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. I have Mr. Nagendra. Do we have Nagendra and Surbhi also?
Truly incredible. I'm speechless right now.
Thank you, Surabhi, for that sweet little appreciation. And Mr. Nagendra, if you're there, Tilkut Peda was not at all an easy recognition, ladies and gentlemen, and somehow managed to do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I promised that I'm going to come back to the very first volunteer with whom we started, the very first volunteer. I'll go back in the chat box to announce. Okay, the very first volunteer whose daughter name is Ridhima. If you're there with us, I'll request you to please unmute yourself because I have something really special for you. I have something.
Can you just, what's the name? Shikha Poddar.
Shikha Poddar.
I will just 2 minutes. I'm just trying to search here.
Shikha, if you're here, otherwise we're going to go with the next participant.
No, she's there. She's there.
Box.
Yeah, she's there.
Shikha, all right.
Shikha, can you switch on the video, please?
And Mr. Amitabh, can you fix the video for Shikha Poddar on this?
No, I've already allowed her. She has to. Shikha, can you hear me?
All
Hello?
Right. Shikha, maybe you can switch on your video for this. Because there's something that I already have for you. That is your daughter birth date. I think Shikha is busy. We can go for someone else. So ladies and gentlemen, for the last and final time, you can mute Shikha, Mr.
Okay.
Amitabh. I'm going to go and write down my Instagram handle. You can find me with this name, Illusionist Tushar, on LinkedIn as well. Illusionist Tushar Kumar. Illusions Tushar is my LinkedIn handle, and Illusionist Tushar is my Instagram handle. You can find me there and with a lot of videos. You can follow me and follow my work, and do give your feedback on the show on the social media handles. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put my name. I'll request people, those who have already participated, those who have been a part of my games, don't put their names so that rest everyone gets the chance of participating. I'm going to again put my name, and I would want to see your names coming in. Not now. I plan to put my name now. Okay, I see Sonia. Okay. Sonia, can you come up and unmute yourself?
I will have to do it. I will just do that.
Okay. Sonia, we're going to do this with you. I'll request you if you can hear me. If you're unmuted by now. Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sonia. I'm going to ask you a few questions and I'll try and dig into your past. I hope you don't mind me doing this. I hope you don't mind me doing this. Just say a yes or a no.
Yeah,
Is my voice audible now?
Yeah.
I will try and dig into your past, Sonia. And this will be my finale game. I'll request you all to please look into your watches as we are just about to tick 7. It's only 2 minutes left before we tick 7 on our watches, on our clocks, on our laptop screens. Just acknowledge this with a thumbs up on your screens, everybody. And Sonia, if you can say a yes, this is the time on your watch as well. 6:58 p.m. Because that's my watch shows.
Yes.
Yes. Right, Sonia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I want you to be really participative. Just reply to whatever I'm going to ask. And okay. Perfect. I see you, Sonia. Okay, hold on. Let me just put your video across my screen in the biggest way possible so that I can see your face properly. Okay, I can now see you. Perfect. Sonia Anand.
Yeah.
Sonia, what I'm going to do is I want you to imagine an instance in your life that gives you immense happiness, a memory that you've cherished very nicely, that brings in a lot of positivity. That can be any achievement, that can be any memory from your school days, from your college days, or from wherever you're pursuing. Or it can be a day old also. It can be from yesterday. It can be a week old, or as many years as you are old enough, or any sweet little memory. Do you have it in your mind right now?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're able to see what my watch is showing you. That's close to 1 minute to 7, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about to take 7 in another few seconds. 7 on my watch, and so as everybody's watch. I want you to imagine that memory, Sonia, and be into that situation currently.
Okay.
Imagine that situation and be in that situation as if this is the moment in which you've got that news or you've cherished that memory. And I hope you don't mind sharing it with everyone when I tell you to. Would you mind sharing it with everyone?
No, not at all.
You don't mind at all. Thank you so much. Imagine that this is the moment, and I'm now going to open the pin of my watch and turn the needles to an exclusive location in the watch. Okay. I think I have something, but before I put this pin back, imagine, from which part of the country are you?
From India. Right now I'm in Jharkhand, in Patratu.
All right, you're sitting in Jharkhand. Wonderful to know. Sonia,
Actually,
imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine that whatever situation you are in currently, you are shouting it loud to me. The time in that situation, sitting in Jharkhand, and you imagine that you're shouting it so loud that I can hear it sitting here in Delhi. Only in your imagination. Don't say it out from your mouth. On the count of 3, do that in your mind. 1, 2, and 3. You've done that?
Yeah.
I think I have something for you, Sonia. All right. I'm going to pin it back in, and I'm going to keep my watch in full view. There's no way that I cheat or do anything with the watch, because the watch is already pinned and I have something on the watch that I'm not going to show you right now. But what memory are you thinking of, Sonia? Exactly, if you were to announce it to everybody.
My past memory?
Your memory that you are currently in. The memory that you're thinking, for which you have already channelized in your imagination the time to me. So what that memory is, वो क्या ऐसी instance है जो अपने life में अभी सोच रही हैं? वो क्या ऐसा achievement है?
Actually,
Okay.
I didn't get
okay,
it.
how? No problem. ये कितनी पुरानी memory है?
It is almost, I think, 4 months back.
4 months back. और ये मुझे नहीं पता हो सकती, right?
Yeah.
This is nowhere possible for me to know it. और ये क्या memory है 4 महीने पहले जो आपने बिताई थी अपनी life में? What memory is that?
Actually, I was engaged 4 months back.
Wonderful.
That I was.
Congratulations. You're newly
Thank
married.
you.
Congratulations to you.
No,
to you
I'm
and
not married yet.
Okay,
I'm
engaged. You got engaged.
Yeah.
You got engaged. I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah.
You got engaged. Congratulations to
Thank
your
you.
would-be and to your family. So a special moment in your life, and there's no way that I can ever have an idea. And you remember that date, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you remember that moment when the ring got inside your finger?
Yeah.
You remember that moment?
Yeah.
If you were to give a time to that moment that you were thinking already in your mind, अगर आपने मुझे एक time देना होता कि वो कौन सा time था when finally your would-be made you wear that engagement ring. If you were to give me a time, say out loud, what time are you thinking in your mind?
Exactly time?
Yeah, exactly time. Just take a guess, a rough guess. I know that engagement day is one amazing day that we are not in our senses on that day. We are so happy. We are enjoying or not enjoying every moment. So if you were to give the time to that sweet little instance when you wore that ring, what time was that approximately if you were to guess it?
1:30 p.m.
1:30 p.m. And there is no way in the world that I could ever know what time you are thinking, right?
Yeah.
4 months old, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time that we are interacting. I have no control over this situation. And I'm now going to turn my watch and show to Sonia and to everyone that I exactly predicted 1:30 p.m. on my watch, ladies and gentlemen, for her.
Wow.
Just give me a reaction, Sonia, if you've...
Wow, it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tushar from Delhi School of Magic. We will now take a big bow, a virtual bow in front of all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Sonia, for helping me with this. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for enjoying the show. We are
Thank you,
currently
sir.
doing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We are currently doing a lot of such shows with a lot of corporates for their employees, for associations, for RWAs, for a lot of families. We've completed close to 18 shows during the lockdown. Thank you, Sonia, for helping me with this and for being a part of this. You can mute yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you've enjoyed the show, just let me know in the comment box. I am now going to open the comment box. And if you have something, any questions, anything to share, anything to ask, thank you. I can see a lot of chats coming in, which says, thank you, excellent, Tushar. Alka Bhutani, thank you so much. Jayaram, Tanmaya, Twinkle Alavadi, thank you so very much. Thank you, Ankit Agarwal. Thank you, Shobit Sood. I'm going to leave my email address also in the chat window. If you wish to get in touch for any show bookings online to entertain your family, to your association, your RWA, your company employees, we're doing a lot of shows these days. We're doing a show for LG tomorrow as well. I'm going to leave my coordinates in the chat window so that if you wish, you can get in touch with us. And I would like to also take this opportunity. Thank you, Pavanji, for, thank you, Zubair Alam. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Pavanji, for being there. Pavan Dalmia, a very dear friend. Zubair Alam, a very dear friend. Thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have punched in my coordinates, my mail address, as well as our booking contact number. You can always get in touch with us for any requirements. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions, I can take that now, or Amitabhji, if you would want to lead the session. I would like to thank People Bridge, ladies and gentlemen, People Bridge, Mr. Amitabh Kumar and his entire team for putting this up together and bringing all of you amazing people from different parts of the country on the platform. Thank you so much for being here. The only thing that I would want to give away to all of you is that I don't know how many of you are making meditation a part of your daily regime, of your daily routine. If you're making it, wonderful. But if you're not making it, please make a part of it. Meditation is not, by meditation, a lot of people think that it only happens when you are sitting in a particular atmosphere, in a particular way, with your hands folded or music in the background or a lot of arrangements. Meditation can happen even in a room full of noises, a room full of distractions. Meditation is nothing but self-introspection and digging deep inside our own body, our own soul, our own mind. And it can happen anywhere, sitting anywhere in whatever situation you are. So I'll request all of you to please make a part of your routine. Meditation, this is something that helps us also to bring in a lot of focus in our life and to concentrate in a lot of ways in our life in whatever we do. If we have any questions, thank you so much, Ike. Okay, thank you, Reena, for acknowledging this. Meditation is a way of life. Absolutely. Power of intention. Tanmaya, absolutely. I've shared my number already. Do that again.
Thank you.
Offering, I'm leaving my coordinates again in the chat window. People would like to get in touch, they can. Yeah, I've done that.
No, I will also send a mail also to everyone, to all the participants, and so that sorry, Tushar, I think you got muted by mistake. Sorry.
No problem. You can go ahead and lead. You can.
No, what I'm saying is I will also drop in a mail to all the participants with your coordinates. So if they want to get in touch with you directly, they can get in touch with you directly.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So good evening and thank you for being with us. Please stay tuned. We have another amazing event coming up on Tuesday. So thank you so much. And thank you once again, Tushar, for taking time out to be with us. And what you presented was absolutely fantastic. I don't know how you do it. And a lot of us would be very interested to know, how you could do such kind of a thing, because that Banaras thing was amazing. I mean, most of us, a lot of us don't know even the name of that street also, but you were able to predict it so well. Thank you so much once again. Wonderful having you with us. Okay, guys, good night. And thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, audience. Thank you so very much. For people, those who are there already, Amitabh, if you're not shutting this down, I just request all of you.
Yeah.
As you can see, there are social media handle on my screen. Please do follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, or LinkedIn, whichever platform you feel like following me on. I'm really very much active on Instagram. If you wish, you can follow me there in the same handle name, which is mentioned on my screen. I would love to have you there. I keep doing a lot of live sessions and uploading a lot of videos. So it'll be a pleasure for me to have you on my Instagram channel. Thank you.